Good evening once again, everyone. My name is Mr. Sveg Hennigan, and tonight, after I've moved my clock, we're going to be doing part 10 of the Adventures of Alundra Let's Play, where we watch the Crypt of Lars finally get sealed up. It's an unfortunate thing, because now we can't go in and get all the stuff that we may have left behind. Yes, all those unfortunate herbs left to rot. And we've got Cephas here being a little strange, but strange as a strange does. He does that. And Sanctuary's locked for some bizarre reason, and we're going to be going to the town. I know it seems like I'm pointing out the obvious here, but we're going to go to the town in order to continue the plot. Oh god. It's an unfortunate thing, but well, sometimes you gotta get this stuff done. And it seems a little quiet. It's almost too quiet. Almost like nobody's here. I mean, the army's here, but well, we're only here so that we can get a life vessel. That's what it was. Yes, we're got the money for it, haven't we? And I hope you like this sound again, because oh boy, it's just so excited that you've gained 1 hit point. Anyway, with that over and done with, game. Thank you. There we go. We get a little thanks, and now we can go find out what the hell's going on. And strangely enough, there doesn't seem to be anyone actually out and about in the town. This usually hints towards something eerie. There's even the house locked up here. There are more houses locked up elsewhere, but as it is right now, that's the only one we've seen. Because, well, I wasn't very good at exploring on this one. And, excuse me. We're going to be talking to Jess here and find out exactly what's going on. Unfortunately, yes, Bonaire and Nadia are both, both have the sleep curse. It's unfortunate. Jess's line here could be read in a couple of ways. I'm going to read it in the way that doesn't suggest that he didn't want him here. But, yeah, sped up this bit because, we don't need to see this again and again. I kind of thought this would be where I'd cut the game off at the next video off, but I thought this is where I'd cut the last video off. But, well, here we are. Accidental pauses aside, let's just go on back out into the town and see if we can find anything interesting. Because with the revelation that Bonaire and Nadia have fallen ill, we've got to see if we can collect any intel. Beaumont's worried as per usual. He's understandable. He could. What was it? I had a line there and it's gone. Thea's being a little odd, but fair enough. And Talis is having a bit of a little cry, which is understandable. I'm still gonna jump on his head though, little bastard. And I think most of the house. Yes, that was the thing. Avoid the playthrough. I'm doing post commentary. You should know. Wait, what was it? Most of the houses are locked. The only houses that are open, the shop, Jess's, and Bonaire and Nadia's houses. Or at least the places where they reside. I don't know if they're the owners. What you gonna do? Yep. Unfortunately, Bonaire's been here for long enough that it's a worry. It's a worry for everyone. Or for these guys. It's a little strange thing. Apparently, this curse can cause, skin defects. Not nice. Or is that just a general thing that happens when you're in bed for too long? Thankfully, we're able to. What was it? We're able to piece together something interesting here. I think Sarah was mentioned before, and here we have the idea that this may be the horrifying thing that's actually happening. I mean, it's obviously the horrifying thing that's happening, but well, we've got more hints towards it. This was foreshadowed by the game, and unfortunately, the table's still broken. But that does tend to be what it is. I wonder what that map's meant to depict, if that even is a map. I just realized one of the two people living here is an artist. You'd think I'd notice this. Anyway, Kisha here being jaded as per usual. I mean, Jesus. Yeah, there's a little to be said for just instantly going negative. 6 days. That is crazy. Not being being awake for 6 days. You can see some crazy hallucinations. I like how apparently Alundra has done this sort of thing enough times. The Septimus calls it, yes, the usual thing. Thank you. Now here's the kicker. We're not actually able to do anything for reasons unknown. Well, I know what they are, but for reasons unknown, we're not able to actually try and enter her nightmare because, I'm not entirely. It looks like she's asleep, but she's sort of out there. I don't know. But we try and leave. There's an explosion in the background. Now, do you all remember what happens when Nadia falls asleep? Oh yeah. Unfortunately, something has exploded off in the distance, and it's loud enough. It was loud enough that we could hear it, but it wasn't strong enough that the screen shook. And we have Myra there being very, very dark, but well, that does tend to happen. And yep, there goes Olin's house. It's a good I like how it's assumed that she fell asleep, but anything that was in Olin's house is now gone. We can't enter that house anymore. Yep. What annoys me, or what I imagine must annoy everyone, is the fact that, yeah, you can't control it. I kind of forget where I was meant to go with that. What I like here is how quick Nadia is to catch on to what's going on. It's like, yep, nope, you're not able to do that. You gotta be asleep. She's smart. I like that. Unfortunately, I think I got distracted here. It adds to the tone, as it were. A little. Yep. Not really much I can say there, but we basically gotta go and grab what you call. Thankfully, here's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be saving Bonaire. Now then, hopefully we'll be able to get back to We'll be able to get back to Nadia before an unfortunate incident happens. This is what confuses me. Bonaire's been asleep for days. How long were we in Lars's crypt? Like, in-game, or in real time, we were there for about a half hour or so. But apparently we were there for so long that Bonaire fell ill, and in the time that we'd last spoken to him, he fell asleep, and has been like that for several days. But, Jesus, it's crazy. Apparently the text here doesn't change, but Bonaire you can actually interact with Bonaire. And I think Mead appears saying, oh, this is bad, this is very bad, you better carry on, you better do that quick, otherwise things are going to go very, very bad. We may lose another one. I think I may have heard something. I'll just block it out. Anyway, don't know why it took a second there, but yeah, the line's changing, and we're going to enter Bonaire's 3 nightmare escape type thing. I hope you like Bonaire's lines, because we're going to get a lot more of them. It's going to be one big reason. If this were written, it would be an essay into why exactly you should not mix contemporary vocal tones or voice patterns into high fantasy games. Now, can you tell why Sarah might look a little out of place here? Even her art style is just a little odd, and unfortunately, Bonaire's nightmare is plagued with blocks. Never a good sign. Yep, we gotta clear everything. God damn it, I'm stuttering really bad. Don't know why. And I don't know why that made that weird noise, but well, I guess it's a representation of his mind. It could be something weird. Now then, obviously, when we hit one gem, the other one all the blocks disappear. We've got a little save point here. I won't show off the actual save point because we all know what they look like by now. I accidentally activate that ladder, but you know, the sort of thing we do. I decided, I may as well save here anyway. The music skips. It's just the nature of how the game is. I'm not going to be able to fix that anytime soon. We're going to be entering a place that we will be entering several times, but I will only show off when we need to. This is a place that's mainly a passing off zone where we can activate one of the gargoyle gem things here. As you might be able to guess, there are 2 colors, one for red and one for blue, and both of them make that weird noise. Excuse me. Can you tell which one of these rocks is fake? If you can, you win nothing. The weird thing is, a lot of these some of these rocks can be stood on, but then some of them can't be. They just act as giant invisible barriers. And weirdly enough, that level, yes, we can hit that lever right now, but we won't be able to use it for anything because it activates a teleporter up on the higher level. So, you know, no point using it. And here's what I mean. You can't jump onto that, you can't jump onto these stones, but you can jump onto this one, which doesn't do anything. It doesn't act as a lever, or as a switch. Now we go up here, screaming, and yeah, unfortunately we can't go ahead because we need a key. Where are we going to get the key? I have no cucking clue. Yes, cucking. What was I saying? Yeah. There's another rock that activates another ladder there. But we're not going to be able to. We're not going to activate it just yet because, well, I am a ninny and I, well, forgot. We can access here, but because once again, because I am a ninny, I thought, oh, maybe this is the way forward. Oh, I better go back. Oh no, conflict. But then I realized, yeah, hang on. Yeah, I should be able to go back, and I can because it's a dead end. A dead end that happens to have lovely keys. Or at least I think it had a key, of course, so this level could be done in like 15 minutes or less if I just knew exactly where I was going, but I didn't, so I dawdled. And of course I, kept jumping around places by accident. We're going to keep the red blocks translucent here, so that we can actually, sort of see what's going on in the next area. With, of course, with my amazing platforming skills, I think I ended up screwing up the next area. But, well, stuff happens. Oh yes, actually, there was this. Perspective at work, folks. I really hope you like this, because otherwise it's going to get very, very annoying very quickly. And if you can tell me which one of these rocks activates a ladder, you win a cookie, maybe. Well, you win one of those internet cookies, so you can save your password and such. But it's not that one. Now then, to save time, I have once again skipped the teleports here. If I have gained nothing from that trip, then I will skip it. I will do that for subsequent runs, for subsequent videos and subsequent teleports, such as this one. I think it's this one. Yes, it's this one. So with that, I can now go upstairs. I really should have. I'm really kind of annoyed that I didn't end up going on that ladder anyway. But hey, what are you gonna do? Alright. I'm not entirely sure if I'm talking too fast or talking too slow, but yeah, what you gonna do? And I was going a bit too fast for this bit because I was getting in a bit of a hurry. I wanted to get past. It's just like, come on, I want to get out of here. I want to continue the story. I want to mute my phone. God damn it, I'm an idiot. Anyway, ignoring that. Let's see. You unlock the door and a lady screams. That generally does tend to happen, doesn't it? And we hear Bonaire, but we don't see Bonaire. Well, we can see Bonaire, but Alundra can't. All he can do is hear and hope. And he's being led along. He's being led along on an elaborate ruse of sorts, or he's being brought to. He's basically being brought to his doom. Sorry, this dialogue. It gets so ludicrous at times. I mean, like, look at this. Well, not that one. That one's kind of alright. I swear to God, I've seen the art style of Sarah's avatar before, but I don't know where. It's like one of those sort of 80s animes. Or mangas, whatever you want to call them. Now, this button clears the big square cube out of that big square cube. That's like saying a round sphere. Anyway, yes, that cleared out the cube, which lets us come here. Now then, this shows what the lever does. As you can tell, I was a little too slow there, purely to show off, but excuses and such. So yes, we're going to be teleporting here and seeing what's in here. It's amazing. It's a good thing we picked up that other key, because we're totally not going to use it right now. Yes, I wanted to see where this teleporter would go. It's kind of a superfluous thing, because guess where it teleports me? Oh boy! And I hope you like repetition, because I will end up having to do another run because, well, idiocy again. You'll see why in a couple of minutes. I think it's a couple of minutes, maybe half a minute. It depends on how long it takes to get there. And oh yeah, of course, because I forgot to press the X button. I can't jump for crap. And the keen-eyed of you might notice something interesting about the walls around here. Like, it's next to that ladder, it's above that green skull with the incredibly large jawline. Yeah, there's skulls etched into the walls. It's crazy. I think there's some faces there as well. Like, you can just look below there. Just a couple of weird-looking faces. Not even skulls, they're just sort of faces between face and skull. A full? Wait a minute. A scase. Anyway, you can see why I'm a little annoyed. I have to go all the way back and activate the blue gargoyles, which means speed up time. I probably should have put this to like pitched up and such. I mean, I'm not entirely sure who all here is watching this who would like to comment, but if I need to speed things up again, would you want me to keep the tones as per usual, or would you want me to speed things up in, keep the pitch in tune as well, so it sounds like one of those fucking chipmunk time things? And hop over here with an accidental pause. with that, we're going to be back here. That'll be the last of the teleport shenanigans for the most part. I mean, you know, there's still a few teleports, but it's nothing. Well, okay, there's one teleport. I don't know how I managed to walk into that. How I managed to dash into that. That tends to happen in this game. It's a quirk, as it were. And this is another key, which we're going to be using to continue ahead. And of course, we're going to have to hit that gargoyle again, because otherwise, we're not going to be totally. I went a little too fast. We're not going to be able to continue with the game, because otherwise, there would be no teleporter. And hey, we get another life vessel. That's 5 of 40. We are 1/8. Wait, yeah, we have collected an 1/8 of all the life vessels. Oh boy. Now then, cut the grass because, well, sometimes someone's going to have to trim his brain. That is a sentence I never thought I'd say in any context. And here we get the Gilded Falcon of this area, so we don't need to hunt for treasure chests anymore. And what's ahead? It's a staircase. Shit. Now then, here we have a section that probably worked better in the original Japanese because it's not because they used actual the kanji and all the hiragana and all that sort of stuff. This is using individual letters, so it's just got him walking in place as he's constantly telling himself that he would actually die for this lovely lady. A little weird, don't you think? Oh, and of course, I can't skip this text. Now then, I hope you guys like lovely PG-rated text, because here we go. Oh man. Little eerie. But hey, what are you gonna do? And now Sarah decides to intervene with amazing dialogue. Because in the original she was righteously, not righteously, she was pissed off. Oh, and this was the point where my controller decided, no, I'm not gonna work. I'm not gonna work. The pressure's too much, man. I'm gonna turn off. Thanks, man. What the hell is this? Oh, my phone's going off. I may have to answer this. Actually, no, I don't. And I hope you guys like these lovely ghouls, because whilst they don't take as much damage, oh, crystally irritating. Anyway, we're going to dash underneath this thing, and we're going to continue to the boss room of Bonair's dream, which is lovely and, well, it's nicely tiled, that's what I'll say. And of course my controller had a little bit of a stink up there again, because, oh man, I don't want to work. And Alundra's here to save Bonair, which, what was it, Sarah doesn't seem to appreciate. What I like is that the sprite just seems to have the single dress, but it's just, the avatar is very, very nicely detailed. Anyway, ignoring that. Actually, that's a... No, wait, yeah, they do. There are more characters with that sort of hair. Anyway, Sarah does not seem to appreciate us wanting to try and save him, so she's going to try and kill us instead. Or, I mean, she's going to offer us a deal we can't refuse. Except, we can refuse. Now here we have Sarah's true form. She looks pretty ghastly. Now then, there's a little trick to this boss, because this boss technically appears later on as a regular enemy. You can actually, well, I think it's partly just the fact that she doesn't have enough health to tank it. A single bomb will end Sarah's life. We've just got to actually hit her with it. And because of the fact that she's very intent on, throwing bullet patterns at you, very, very, very boring bullet patterns, she's very difficult to actually hit. However, she's also, one-shottable. I forget where I was going with that, but basically she's very easy to kill. The fact that she throws up clones of herself, it makes it kind of difficult to guess where she's going to be, but I like that the Crusher of Souls has been crushed. Isn't that ironic? Ooh, spooky. And with Pose being pulled, we're going to go snap Bonair out of whatever the hell he's got, and we're going to, what was it? We're going to see the end of this creepy dream, this nightmare, as it were. And there she is, floating above them, like some sort of, I'm not entirely sure what it is that she's floating like, but, well, she's trying to bait Bonair into coming to help her, but that's not going to work, my buddy old pal, as is. And yes, that's the best way to get someone's attention. Insult them until they agree. And yes, Bonair's not going to fall for it. And here's another excuse. Here's another thing showing why you don't mix contemporary language patterns into regular games. because then the regular, or into fantasy games, because the fantasy characters are going to play off of it. It is horrifying. Now then, if you can guess what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes, you've either played this game already, or you're a very good guess. You're very good at guessing. And with that, she's dead. And we're out of the nightmare, which is a good thing. Which is a very good thing, rather. Because it means we're not going to die anymore. Woo! Anyway, with Alundra back into his own body, Ronan is now pleased for the fact that Bonner is not dead, as it were. Now then, what was I going to say? Ah, yes, he's woken up. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a blank now. It's not much going on at the moment. We'll see. Oh yeah, my controller was going weird, or I was getting distracted. Things were happening. But, what was it? He realizes exactly what's been happening. I don't know if he realizes how long he's been in bed for, but he knows exactly what's been going on. A little mind flare? I don't know. What was it? This strange being latched onto his mind like a parasite and was not letting go. Thankfully, we were able to get him out. And yes, this is another thing that probably would have gone over better with the Japanese audiences. Well, I don't know. I really shouldn't have said that. That's just rude. I'm an idiot. Anyway, with that, he's out of bed. Always a good thing. And now he finally realizes what's going on. With, once again, the stupidest line in the game. One of the stupidest lines, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I like the reactions like that. Oh, what now? But yeah, he realizes exactly what's going on. Almost too late to be able to do anything about it. Now then, if you haven't figured it out by now, we're about to have it explained to us. Music falls silent as Septimus walks into the room. Yep. With that, with Sarah's death, Nadia also died. It was horrifying. Well, it's not horrifying. It's an unfortunate sequence. It's something that we're gonna have to live with, or not live with, as it is. I think I heard something again. No, I'm not hearing anything. But anyway, everyone bows their heads, and that's the end of the scene. There's not really much I can say on that one because it's just really, really depressing. Now then. With that done, we find we're at the dawn of a new day. We've managed to save one person, but we lost another. So that's, what was it? That's a 5. That's a body count of 5 so far. I hope you could kind of tell what this game is all about now in terms of tone, because unlike The Room, things are getting a little dark. We woke it up to the sound of clanging. Always a good thing, or a bad thing. But yes, with Nadia's death, we get another weapon, and controller breaking, it seems. But yeah, we're gonna walk over here and find, oh man, we've got another weapon waiting for us. Or, technically waiting for us. We're not gonna steal this one, don't worry. It's really creepy that Jess gets inspired to make things when people die. And again, really weird that the other 3 miners didn't get items made for them. Maybe the mining bomb was just sort of a collective thing. But anyway. With that done, we have received a new weapon, an iron flail, always a good thing. And here we get a little bit of a, what was it? A little bit of a point out of it. Like, that's fair enough. If you're able to make something every time someone died, that would be weird. But anyway, with that we have picked up the iron flail, as I've said. This thing has doubled the power of the dagger, and a pretty decent range. Unfortunately, it only attacks forward, but it's pretty good. It's basically a ball and chain. Now then, if you try and look into any connotations of that, I will have you killed. No, I won't. That would be rude. But anyway, with that done, we've completed another section of the game, as you might have been able to tell, and we're going to be saving. And I keep saying "and" all the time. But what was it? With the next episode, we're going to be exploring more of the map screen. So I hope you guys are seated tightly. I think I already said that. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and hope you're looking forward to the next episode.